Alright.
Right, ready?
Yeah. After you.
This is going to be fucking hard work.
That's
Right,
that one.
Redline Podcast, I'm Alan, that's Mike.
AKA No Mistake Mike.
Yeah. So it's basically a five-a-side. So DCEU gets a load of shit for not being Marvel, not being as good as Marvel, being too much like Marvel, not being enough like Marvel.
It's just basically
just
anything that anyone can shit on them against.
People pretty much do, they can't win. So we decided to do our five-a-side, so compare the first 5 Marvel releases against the first 5 DCEU releases.
It's gonna be.
It's the only fair way to do it, to be fair.
It's gonna be surprising, I think, as well.
Yeah, it surprised me. So we'll get straight into it.
Can we say for the record, I was not a fan of it.
For the record, you're still not going to disagree.
No, it's facts.
It's
scientific fact.
Yeah, I feel like this particular equation is very unfair, especially to what the Marvel has done.
Not really, because it's the first 5 films against the first 5 films. There's no other fair way to do it. You can't measure.
Overall.
You can't measure DC's 6 films that they've currently got against Marvel's last 6 because they've had 10 years to build on that.
Yeah, I'd agree. This is literally the only fair way to do it. If you take away the fact that Marvel started it a long time ago, got a whole blueprint in place, and then DC just
it's very much the difference before we get into it.
This
it's very
is
much
where,
the difference between DCEU and MCU. DC have come into it and kind of changed where they were going a number of times, rewrote scripts, brought in new directors, changed a lot of shit.
Let's just rewind that. They've changed their plans after every film they've ever done, whereas Marvel, God bless them, good film, bad film, indifferent film, have had
a plan and stuck to it.
Yeah. And they've improved each time, they've learned from their mistakes.
And that's why MCU is so much more popular than DCEU.
That and the fact that they make their own films and they don't get Warner Brothers to do it, and Warner Brothers are arseholes.
True story.
Facts. Right, okay, so
getting straight into it. So the first Marvel release was Iron Man.
Sick film. Everyone, I think, who's into comic book films has a real soft spot for this film.
Not a huge character in terms of when it was coming
before
out, everyone was like,
Third string.
Really?
Third string, I would say. First string Marvel hero going into it.
Big bold move to making your first flagship film.
Yeah, crazy.
Going straight up against Man of Steel.
Which is, let's face it, the superhero.
Of every superhero.
Superman is the superhero.
Yeah.
Everyone, that is the archetype. That is what everyone pins around. But that also makes him boring as fuck.
Or it can.
Until this film.
Yeah. Which was stunning.
Loved it. I loved how violent it was. I loved how dark it was. How to save everyone, he's gonna cost lives, and
to save everyone, he has to go against everything that he is and is about, and that's what makes the film so beautifully well done.
That and Snyder
always makes pretty shit.
Pretty looking filmmaker, doesn't usually hold a lot of content, like a lot of weight behind his.
Yeah, his writing's
visuals.
Not the best.
I'd agree, but No, is it Jeff Johns? I think, I'm not sure, but I don't think the writing was an issue within this film as much as Iron Man. I think Man of Steel probably has a better script.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think I preferred Iron Man. As sheer entertainment, because I haven't seen the character before on big screen.
See, for me, in terms of like the film, I love Iron Man, absolutely love it. I don't think anyone would watch it and not love it. It falls down in a number of areas that Man of Steel doesn't fall down in.
But does it fall down in those because it's not had 40 years of filmmaking behind it?
Possibly. But
you've got an ethos what's instilled in everyone within Superman. Everyone knows who Superman is, like everyone knows who Batman is.
Superman definitely benefited by the fact that they didn't have to tell his full origin story. Like, they didn't have to go super in depth into where he came from, who he was, how he got his powers.
Yeah,
they kind of glossed over that pretty quickly. Done really well, but fairly quickly. In Iron Man, you needed to tell it straight from the start.
I think.
Again, really well done though.
Yeah, I think out of the two, Iron Man's the better origin story as a building block than Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel feels like it's been dropped. Probably it should have been dropped five films into the storyline. Like there's a lot of films I think they should have put out before another Superman film.
Possibly.
Like Batman.
But like you
well.
say, if you're starting a universe from scratch, you lead with your best foot forward.
Marvel didn't.
Marvel didn't, and it works for them, but Marvel's not DC. Or DC's not Marvel. So they've obviously looked at it and gone, we're going to go with our strongest contender and make it our first.
Well, is that not the issue? Is everyone knows that character inside out, backwards and forwards, and not going to be able to say, "Oh, he wouldn't do that." Whereas no one knew what the fuck Iron Man was. Iron Man was an alcoholic arsehole who had a posh suit, right? And if you take it from the comics, that's what he is, and that's why. Yeah, he's pissed Batman. I fucking love him to death. He's a pissed Batman. He don't care if he kills anyone. That makes him automatically a little bit cooler than Batman. But Batman has a better looking suit. Right. But anyway, we're not talking about Batman.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Iron Man, Superman.
Who wins for you?
It's close. I mean, it's close. It's a lot closer than I thought when the idea got bandied about. I want to call it a draw, but to not be a pussy, I'm going to say Man of Steel.
I'll agree with that.
Just to not be a pussy, because I don't want it to be a draw.
I think when you look at the film overall, like, they've both got stunning visuals, the acting's on point in both films, the chemistry between the lead roles is great. The villain's slightly lacking in Iron Man compared to Superman.
I don't know.
The third act of Superman is possibly not as good as the third act in Iron Man.
But it has a better first 2/3.
Exactly, and the score is infinitely better for Man of Steel than it is
for
Iron Man. So when you look at if you break it down into all the different parts, Man of Steel comes out on top.
Yeah, sadly.
Only slightly.
Sadly, as much as it hurts me to see Zack Snyder's making a better film.
Okay, well,
let's go on. Batman versus Superman. What's the tagline to it? That piece of shit.
Dawn of Justice.
Versus the Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton, not Mark Ruffalo, because Ed Norton decided to be a silly cunt and think he was worth more than he actually is.
Ed Norton also had issues with the way the edit was done by all.
Because Ed Norton wants everything to be Fight Club.
Well, to be fair, apparently the story goes that he'd put an awful lot of work into the character of Bruce Banner, and Marvel wanted to concentrate more on the Hulk, obviously. It's fucking Hulk.
Shock.
Not called the Incredible Bruce Banner. So, because of that...
The Incredible Scientist!
Yeah, he saw his arse basically. It was like, I put all this work in, I've done all this incredible acting, which I'm sure he did do. He's an insanely talented guy. But then spat his dummy out because it wasn't in the end result.
It feels a lot like Leto with Suicide Squad, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Do you reckon Edward Norton lost his shit because they just wouldn't call it the Incredible Edward Norton?
Possibly, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He has his own cut of it, and it's just him just staring into space, just looking like he's gonna turn, but not just controlling
typing
it.
on a computer, watching his watch.
Just being a boring, non-green Hulk.
Yeah.
Just being a boring prick. But anyway,
just grooming people online.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Blue.
As bad as the faults of Batman versus Superman, it's still far better than the Incredible fucking Hulk.
Do you see now? This is where we disagree, because I feel like Batman versus Superman, you've got to take the theatre release.
No, I don't.
You've got to. It's a fair competition. You can't take the re-release that was the right edit.
I'd rather take what the director says is the right cut over Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers are bellends.
But we haven't seen a director's cut.
Whoa. We're talking about the people that gave us Free Willy, man.
Yeah, fuck them.
But we've not seen...
That should have been a shark and it would have been better.
We've not seen an Ed Norton cut of The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, because you don't want to see Ed Norton going, ooh, I'm not quite angry.
Don't make me angry. Don't you make me angry.
Tim Roth was the best thing about that film.
Tim Roth is insane.
Because Tim Roth should have been the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, too old. He's way too old.
If you cast
But
Ed Norton,
great
they're
as a
basically
combination.
the same thing.
He's possibly one of the best villains through the full MCU.
I'd agree with that, but that's just because Tim Ross, the fucking dog.
Yeah, and the only issue that I've got with the Incredible Hulk is the way that obviously they changed the actor. We know what happened. The new Hulk looks like Ruffalo. The first Hulk looks nothing like the new Hulk.
Yeah, because
Like,
I think that was because he kind of tried to make it look like Ang Lee's piece of shit Hulk. Do you know when he fought that giant fucking poodle?
Yeah.
Just-
So please,
What was that about?
because that was.
I forgot about that.
That's the scratch.
Why did that happen?
Because it was just called Hulk.
Doesn't he like fight the storm or something? Doesn't he fight weather? He fights dogs and then he fights
I don't
weather.
know, I think I've seen it.
Fucking gash.
I've seen it
Like-
once. Begrudgingly.
Let's not talk about that piece
Yeah,
of shit
let's
though.
not.
Let's talk
Let's
about
not.
this other piece of shit,
What about
Incredible Hulk.
what are you saying?
So for me, Hulk wins that because I've taken the first theatrical release of BVS, which was chopped to shit.
Yeah,
it didn't
but
flow
still,
right. It wasn't right. When they re-released it with the extra content, it was only like an extra minute and a half, 2 minutes.
There's more.
But they re-edited it. It flowed better. It was a better told story. It was obviously how it was supposed to be in the first
take
place.
your lovely Incredible Hulk film. How many memorable moments in that film have they got?
The bit where he rips open the car and he smashes the beast with
That's
that.
what 5 minutes before the end, and that was the first thing you jumped to.
Yeah,
The
there's
bit
not
where
tons.
he-
I like the parkour bit at the beginning with
In Brazil.
Norton when he's running over the
Right.
rooftops. He's being chased by Roth. Like, there's not tons. There's the bit on as well when he first meets.
I think the very first change. I think the very first change when he's actually in Brazil, when he turns in, when the guys are running away, and he just.
And you
it's
don't.
like a horror
I
film.
love that you don't fully see him. He's
Yeah.
just like ripping
Like
people
his
into the
smoke
shadows and
disappears.
shit like that. Like,
So
it's really well
if
done.
you put
Ask me
what you both said are two spots, and I would say the one on the field.
Yeah, that's what I was just when he finally boots him in the chest.
It's like three spots what really stick out in that film, right? I can think of at least 6 for Batman vs Superman.
Yeah,
Well, that might be
there's
just because
so many issues with Batman vs Superman.
I cannot
So
think
many.
of. I can think of 6 things that I think I would have seen wanted to be better in Batman vs Superman. I can't think of. I struggle to think of any more. I think the initial. I think the initial Batman vs Superman fight was shit.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't like it.
I loved the bit when
Why would Batman use guns?
when Batman comes round the corner,
Why don't you
he
just shoot normal
slams into
bullets at
suit.
him?
He doesn't shoot gun. He shoots kryptonite bullets, which aren't the same.
Yeah.
Does he actually?
Yeah, that's
It's not kryptonite. There's ricochet off him. I'm not talking about the power thing. I'm
no,
talking about
no,
machine
no.
gun turrets. Why?
I
What's the
think
point?
that's just a distraction more than
Oh
anything.
yeah, distract him because he threw him through a fucking building afterwards.
Well,
They made Batman
but you got to
look like
remember,
a dickhead,
Batman
He's
in a weird metal
yeah,
suit did
he's
that to him as
He's
well.
a guy in an Iron Man suit.
A shit-looking Iron Man
It's
suit.
not the best.
I don't. I'm not.
but-
Going after the strongest thing.
But
in existence.
he's clearly like night and day. Affleck is the best Bruce Wayne,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
and
without doubt.
he's clearly night and day the best actual Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bale's got a shout, but yeah.
No, Bale's my guy.
I reckon I could pick Bale up in that Batman uniform and fucking throw him about like the Hulk did.
Break his back like
just
Bane.
smash his fucking head
Yeah.
in.
What are you talking about?
And that is like the
That's a great impression.
Where is he?
Anyway, we get off topic.
Nick has just been throwing up on camera if you just joined us.
Alright.
Right, so I personally, I have got Batman vs Superman.
That fell on the floor.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I have literally got Batman Superman winning just because I was really unimpressed with the Hulk. And I thought it might just be the weird inner geek in me where I like seeing certain spots what I recognise off a page.
Again, there was bits like when when I think of that film, the only bit that really stands out to me is when Batman comes around the corner, he slams into Supes, crashes his car. Superman rips the fucking top off his car and Batman stands up and it's just like...
And that's been the most ridiculous question. He just swiped him with a fucking massive car. Do you bleed? You prick.
At that point,
that's what I think of.
At that point, as Superman, I would have slapped him into space and continued the rest of my day.
Just gone.
I would have backhanded his jaw into space and continued my life.
But when that's the scene that you think of from a 2.5-hour film, that's not a good thing.
That's not the thing I think of.
Other than the Martha thing, which again is
that's not. It is that warehouse scene.
When Batman's walking through the warehouse trying to save his mum, and he's pulling people through walls and shit.
No, but that's the thing when he comes up through the floor and the outside, and then he does the fucking rock bottom because he's been watching wrestling.
That's not Batman versus Superman though.
That is me going.
That's a scene of Batman being sick.
That's Batman being Batman.
But in that all the Incredible Hulk is when you go, oh, he's the Hulk.
Yeah, but that's a Hulk film, not a Batman versus Superman film. You can't have Batman versus Superman, but you have one character in it.
I said that's the first spot, I didn't say women.
What's your favourite Superman scene to that?
I don't remember it.
In Batman vs Superman, when he first come... No, actually.
The bit where he has a fight... Oh no, that was Man of Steel. The bit where... Oh, how about the bit where he saves everyone from that building when it explodes? Oh no, he didn't say fuck all. It's despite the fact that he can move the speed of light.
It's the fight with Finger.
Do you know what?
When Affleck's running into the fucking... When he's running up to the building right at the start. That's a great scene as well.
The bit of Man of Steel.
I tell you what my favourite scene is when he's interviewing Bruce Wayne at LexCorp, and he's not actually
and Gal Gadot's just knocking about, just with a sick dress on, stealing shit.
So just to recap,
and also we forgot to even mention that she was better in that film than Superman, especially in that final fight.
In all fairness, it's not hard.
But it's Batman versus Superman, which is why it fails as a film.
I would argue Superman is a fucking dullard.
However, Man of Steel, you voted as a better film than Iron Man. Don't forget, you're talking about the same film that you voted. The same character in the film that you voted for.
We're on about Batman.
I know. But listen to what you're saying about this character in this film, and then listen to the comparison that you made. But
I also said this is the first time within Man of Steel where you actually saw consequences for his actions. Like, he killed a lot of fucking people just to save the day. You've never seen that happen within any Superman.
I think the concept was good. I think the introduction.
I mean, that film literally changed the way I viewed.
The intro was good. When we joke about it, but the bit where you saw Affleck's Bruce Wayne running into the building as it was breaking, his mate was in there, and then he pulled that woman away before the building escaped with the girl, and then all these things that happened during that fight. I think that for me that brought me into it. It drew me into this film because I was like, right, there are actually consequences.
I think people,
and you can understand his anger because he's the guy on the bottom. Picking up all the shit that while Superman's trying to save the day.
I think we've all got caught up on the fact that that's just the title of a film. The fact that you like one actor in a film more than another actor doesn't. It's got
nothing to do with the actor, and everything to do with the fact that it's the story told about Batman and Superman.
Yeah,
and you're only getting one decent side of that story.
Yeah, but I'd argue you don't get a good story at all within Incredible Hulk.
See, I feel like you do.
I don't. I think you get dick teased and then let down.
Quite like that.
Well, that might be why you are like this.
Very much my wheelhouse.
But you're a cook. I get it. But I would say Batman vs Superman is a better film than The Incredible Hulk.
I think in The Incredible Hulk it gives you enough for it to be satisfied that you've seen a decent Incredible Hulk film. But I think you get enough of Brando. I think you get enough of Hulk. You get enough of Hulk tearing through shit and beating shit out of stuff and smashing stuff.
Is it not because people overhype the fact that them two characters are Batman and Superman?
No, I think you get a lot of Batman.
If you take them two out and change them for two other random superheroes you've never really heard of before, and drop them in there with that type of powers, is it a better film?
No.
I still don't think the film.
I think it is. I think it's got a lot of stigma because everyone expects certain things from Batman, like Batman don't kill, and Superman don't kill, but Zack Snyder just goes, fuck them all.
I like that he fucking kills people. Batman just
You can't change the concept of
squashing cars left, right, and centre and flipping them over. I fucking love that.
I do love the fact that he's just a bad cunt, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Batman was the least of my problems in that film, and that was a surprise to me because I was definitely like, no Affleck, mate, fuck it. He destroyed Daredevil for me until they brought it back.
I said he was always going to be the best Batman,
but he did. Mate, he changed my mind. He changed my mind. I didn't, but I said to the missus, I was reluctant for him to be in this film because of how much I love Man of Steel, and I was like, he's going to spoil this film. They're going to bring Superman back as this awesome badass, that needs to do things that doesn't always save everyone, but he's going to kick ass doing it, and then Batman's going to come and fucking rip. Ben Affleck's just going to shit all over it. Ben Affleck, to be, for me, the best thing about that film is it's just nothing but disappointment. But it's not because he was bad. Listen, it's not because he was bad, but I feel that Cavill's Superman should have just been better. And as it's a Man of Steel film, that's who
we're not talking about Man of Steel. We're talking about Batman vs Superman.
But in fairness, it's a joint film. So when you only like,
you're only
getting one fully.
You've got to deem it as something where this is the start of the Justice League. It was never going to be Joe. He's a good guy and a bad guy at the end. He was always going to end up being they're all joined together.
Well, there are ways to do.
But the leader, my leader of the Justice League is Batman.
Right.
He's the smartest one.
Right.
He makes sense to him to be the
leader
better
of
focus.
League,
yeah, that and he's Batman. Fuck Superman.
And he's Batman.
Fuck Superman. So I think Batman vs Superman's better. He thinks Incredible, but he's a whopper. I'm right. He's wrong.
So for me at this point, it's 1-1, and for Mike, it is 2-0.
Yeah,
right.
Always.
On to the third, which is Iron Man 2 versus Suicide Squad.
The film of mistakes.
Which one?
Both.
Yeah.
They both got fucking horrible flaws. Iron Man 2 being all of Iron Man 2, and Suicide Squad being
Cara Delevingne dancing.
Cara Delevingne, Will Smith, the whole last third,
all the.
But everyone else is sick
giant shit, or just everything.
Yeah.
But it had some redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
When you look at Harley Quinn, fucking insanely good.
Hot.
Perfect casting, perfect acting.
Hot.
She's hot as well, apparently.
Hot.
Who else was really good in it? The guy who was
fucking Captain Boomerang, which I never thought I'd fucking say. Because he's unicorns. Me in film, but Australian.
Because he just says stupid shit.
All I want to do is go and drink.
That guy.
He's a massive fight. I'm going to open a can of pastas and drink it behind the car. I appreciate the comedy within that, and it was needed within that film, especially because Will Smith fucking stunk up the fucking joint.
As Will Smith.
That always does. Fuck that guy.
Sometimes, most of the time. The other guy as well, what's his name? The special SAS, the Marine who kind of leads the team.
Oh yeah.
He's always
like played RoboCop.
Yeah, they tried to make him a
Peter Weller. He's a bit old, isn't he?
It's not him.
Freeze, green.
But I can't
shoot his dick off.
Shoot his dick off.
But they tried to make him a star a few times. Not really worked because no one really wants to see him. No.
Is he not called Joel?
No, I don't think he's called Joel.
Anyway,
Nick, fact check it.
Yeah, you're man behind the camera.
So yeah, that guy, in terms of the fact that they didn't put him at the front of the film and he was just a side character, and he's always better as a side character.
Isn't that the case with what should have been the case with everyone in Suicide Squad?
That should have been the case with Will Smith. But Will Smith did what Will Smith does and made very much about
Yeah,
him.
it is Joel.
Yeah. No.
Kinnaman. Yeah, sorry.
Fuck you.
I
was going to say it's Joel Schumacher and I was like, no! Everything would have been a lot more like bondage.
Joel Legend.
Alright, so...
Anyway, so both fucking shit shows, to be fair. There's not much.
I would stand. Suicide Squad is entertaining as fuck until you get to that last 20 minutes.
In terms of the two films, Suicide Squad wins.
Yeah, it's fucking landslide.
I mean, Iron Man 2 is pretty dog shit from start to finish, other than Downey. There's nothing else.
Well, no, he's Downey, he's happy.
Downey happy and...
but should play the same people, but...
They've just continued what they was doing well in the first film, and then brought in what's his name?
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Fucking dog shit, mate.
I love Mickey Rourke. I love Mickey
Right,
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, you sick guy, mate, but
And
he's
he's
going to be watching
shit.
Sick guy, mate. Sick guy, but
Mickey.
shout out, all love, all that shit.
Yeah,
mate,
you're great. Don't
but you're
ever
a piece
be-
of
just
shit as
don't
Whiplash.
Ever do that again? It was fucking horrendous. So Whiplash ended up not really being Whiplash as well. He was a cross between Whiplash and the Crimson Dynamo, which was.
But it is
just
Whiplash crossed with every
It
racist
just-
stereotype of every
Yeah.
Russian character ever. But yeah, piece of shit.
Shite. Yeah, and it ruins the film.
It was the introduction to Scarlet Widow.
Scarlet Widow.
Scarlet Witch.
I love that.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Widow is
Scarlet Widow's great.
the Pornhub version. But,
Sorry.
But no,
Yeah,
I agree. It was the Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch was the last cut of it.
No. The Scarlet Johansson's character.
no.
Iron Man 2. Scarlet.
What was the last scene? What was the end credits cut on that? Was it not them?
Oh,
in
the end
box?
credits.
I don't actually remember.
I'm
Oh,
sure,
yeah,
I'm
it
sure
might have been,
it
yeah.
was them.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did
yeah,
themselves.
might have been, you know.
No, it wasn't not the end. Oh no.
Right,
Maybe.
we'll check.
I feel like it was early for that to be a
Yeah.
post credit. Because that word they didn't come into it until Ultron, which was
I feel like that's
a good
like
5
Winter-
or 6 films later.
I feel like that's the end
it
of
might
I
Winter
be
feel like it
Soldier.
was really early for them to have been introduced. But anyway, it was
I think
Black
it's in-
Widow was introduced.
I think that was the end of
It
Winter
then.
Soldier
Natasha
with
Rose.
those two.
Aye, that might have been.
Yeah.
That would have been about the
Doesn't matter because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'll tell you who I did like in that though. I like Sam Rockwell's character. But
Is that those
Sam
Rockwell?
Rockwell's great in
Yeah.
anything that he's in whoever, whatever
He's one of my
he plays
favourites.
ever.
He's my new Christopher Walken. I will watch him.
Have you
in
seen Seven
anything.
Psychopaths?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
might be where I made that connection. He's my new version of that. It's
in
like,
the same bit. Mate, it's fucking
but
sick.
they both got that weird delivery pattern, and they both can act, but
Yeah.
they both just got something where you watch him, you go, yeah, they just.
Rockwell.
He's fucking
a
hilarious.
Great actor.
He's
Well,
fucking
Rockwell
funny,
plays
man.
Psycho fucking brilliantly as well. But
Yeah. He also, he plays damaged goods really, really well, which is everything that Justin Hammer should
watch
be.
Moon if you haven't watched it.
I've not seen it yet.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
He
Supposed
deserved
to,
an Oscar for that film.
Well, he got his Oscar
incredible.
for Ebbing, didn't he? So 3 Billboards. But
Yeah, but he deserved it for that film because he was a fucking dynamite in that film. He's incredible.
He's really good in the way back as well. If you've not seen it.
yeah,
in all
that's a great
fairness,
film. That is a
Really good
great coming of age film.
He's,
One of my favourite films.
he's not bad in anything I've seen.
Yeah.
He's good in everything, but he's been in a bunch of really piece of shit films.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Iron Man 2.
I really like
Which
Steve.
would definitely.
I like Steve Carell character in that as well, actually. Steve
Carell.
Yeah. His character in the way.
Just the whole film. Actually, I need to rewatch that. I've only seen it once. It's
Yeah,
fucking
great film.
Yeah.
Film.
Come on, let's do it.
So I take it we both got Suicide Squad winning that. Right, so I've got it 2-1. Mike's got 3-0 so far.
Fucking scary that. Right.
Right, next one. Thor versus Wonder Woman.
Right, Thor is single-handedly the
It's not fair.
worst trilogy of superhero films to date, with the last one being the best one markedly. I mean, like, it seems like a completely different. Like, it should have been counted as a reboot instead of at the end of that trilogy. It's
Traditionally,
horrific.
there's 1 great, 2 good, 3 shit.
Yeah, exactly. But Thor,
With the
that's
exception of Star Wars and Alien.
And Planet of the Apes.
Oh, wait, just wait a second. What Planet of the Apes?
New Planet of the Apes.
I was going to say. Right, okay.
Not old Planet of the Apes. That's in no one's list. ever.
So Thor versus Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's a clear winner here for me. I don't think there's a doubt.
There's a winner there for me as well.
Right, as bad as that final act of Wonder Woman was.
Just that final 20 minutes? Up until that final 20
Literally,
minutes.
it was
Wonder
like
Woman.
I drank too much, and then they'd listen to me. And then without actually editing,
didn't.
like
He didn't,
anything
because
I've
if
ever
they
fucking
listened
said,
to
and
you-
he was like, oh, yeah, iron flies at him even though he couldn't do that shit, and oh, he's not actually a god. Fuck off, piece of shit.
If they'd have listened to you, everyone would have just died.
It was the second. It was the first one, so it would have been more fucking realistic.
But so yeah, other than that, like final 20 minutes, that final boss fight, the reveal of who the god was, who we all knew who it was anyway.
So if you take that final 20 minutes
It's great.
and stretch it to a whole film, you've got 4. Because it's a piece of shit. Like,
see, I don't feel like Thor's a piece of shit. It's got its merits. It's not a total piece of shit because you get Loki out of it. You get all the shit that happens on Asgard and Jotunheim, and
you don't get any of that shit.
You get a little bit at the beginning, so it kind of lifts the film slightly. All the shit that happens with Natalie Portman's character, that bitch can fuck right off.
Literally
anything
every part
that happens on Earth.
So the whole film.
Well, like 2/3 of the film, 3/4
of
the film.
Like 7/8 of the film. Like literally,
like it's not a total piece.
Thor can get in the bin. Well, one guy Thor can get in the bin. Loki, you're my guy.
You get some.
Yeah,
stuff
but when it's only Batman, what is it important in the film? You all shut it. It's a piece of shit. It's terrible.
I'm not saying it's the best film.
You've just been defending it.
No, I'm just defending it slightly.
Wind your neck in. That's a terrible
totally
film.
But anyway, Wonder Woman wins.
Yeah, hands down.
Without doubt, yeah. So that's.
I'm not going to disagree with you guys at all there.
3-1, 4-0.
For
fuck's sake.
me.
And then we get Justice League versus Captain America, the First Avenger.
Easy.
Oh my god, this is
easy. This is
easy. I mean,
yeah.
Absolutely. If this is where Marvel made a pinnacle in comic book films for me. This is. Well, before that first Avengers film, this is the first one.
Best origin story told
ever. I mean, I mean, you can take all the old non-canon film. I mean, this is the best origin story of a superhero told in cinema history.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can argue that.
It's pretty much flawless in terms of a film, a superhero film. Like it's the whole Cap trilogy. It's it's like we was just saying. It's on par with the New Planet of the Apes, Star Wars. What else did you say?
I didn't say
Alien.
shit. He said fucking Planet of the Apes.
Alien.
Oh.
Alien.
Oh yeah.
As in Alien 3?
No, I said 2 out of 3.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said
that's why I meant Star Wars.
But yeah.
If it's 2 out of 3, if you do Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, that is a lot.
But with Cap,
Lord of the Rings, man. Return of the King.
Lord of the Rings is a 3 out of 3.
Mate, Return of the King.
You two need to both suck each other off or something because you're wrong.
Wait a minute, you're saying there's no way that Return of the King is the worst out of all, mate. That's different.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
it's a 2 out of 3.
I said that is not a perfect trilogy.
It's not a perfect
one
trilogy,
of those 3 let that trilogy down.
I don't know. I think that's a 3 and 3.
I think
anyway,
think maybe the Two Towers out of both of those.
I think
that's my favourite one.
But I
that
get
says a lot about you, though, doesn't it?
The only bit on the Two Towers that I do know.
You get Gandalf back.
He's a fucking Casper-looking cunt.
Gandalf's the white though.
Fuck that guy.
The only bit of the Two Towers I don't like is I don't like the only bit when Legolas is skateboarding down the stairs. I don't rate that.
You don't like. I don't like the part when Tony Hawk pops up and uppercuts that dragon. Terrible. I obviously just don't like these films.
That obviously didn't happen. I just made it up. So let's just move on.
He does skateboard down
there. This is Marvel versus DC, and neither of those two made The Lord of the Rings. Although it was a Warner Brothers production.
Fuck Warner Brothers.
But yeah, so anyway, Cap.
There's not even a dragon in that one, are they?
No, it was John Blow, bro.
They were Tony Hawk thing in it.
Tell him.
Not getting it.
Joe Bro.
Just move on.
Joe Bro.
So
okay.
Anyway,
Legolas
Justice League.
Downstairs.
What are we talking about that for, bro? Right, Justice League is the worst B movie of all superhero films.
Of shit. I've watched it twice, unfortunately. Because I watched it once, I fucking hated it. So I thought, I'll try it again.
Is it because I said, oh, it's better on the second watch? I drank a bottle of whiskey before I said that.
It more the second time I watched it than the first, and that's really fucking saying something. Because it is a piece of shit.
It looks like a Power Rangers film.
It's not as good as that.
I would argue it's on the same level as that 90s Power Rangers TV show.
I would argue.
Do when you have all that weird purple shit building the...
Yeah, avenues and all that shit. Yeah. So I would say that the new Power Rangers is better than...
Yeah, I probably agree with that because it's more entertaining, and I don't.
Way more entertaining.
And I don't want to cave my own head into the fact that Batman is the worst person in the world.
Yeah, it was fucking
awful.
awful. There's not really much more to say on that, is there? So you've got it 4-1 and I've got a 3-2.
There is. We haven't talked about Cavill's CGI yet.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. I rate the fact that Mission Impossible went, no, fuck yourselves, Warner Brothers. Like, no, you can't have him shave his lip. You'll have to put the worst thing I've ever seen in cinematic history. Like, honestly.
I think I messaged you, didn't I?
Bro, just
when I
wait.
first watched it and messaged you was like, I don't think Cavill played Superman in this film. I was like, I've just watched it. It don't look nothing like it. And then you messaged back saying, no, it's his tash. They have to get rid of it because they won't let him shave. I was like, no way. That is an actual thing that happened in the world today.
The new Mission Impossible film shits on Justice League.
The new Mission Impossible film shits on a lot of films.
In all fairness, it is probably the best action film in the last decade.
Adapted.
Well, we'll do that as a different talk. That's a different talk.
Yeah.
But there we go. I got it 4-1 to horribly 4-1 to the DCEU.
I've got it 3-2.
I would argue the Marvel franchise, the MCU as a whole.
You only
is
have to
far
look
better.
at the bank to know which one's doing better. Even if
If you look at the bank,
you compare the bank of the first 5, it's not going to be far off.
No,
if you adjust for inflation,
if you compare the bank of the first 5, DCEU crushes them.
Does it? Even with inflation?
Crushes them.
Fair enough.
Like, it's not even close.
So fucking wrote on inflation. What?
Because you have to take into account inflation, Nicholas.
Dickhead, they weren't filmed in the 40s.
I went to business studies last night. We talked about inflation.
Still 10 fucking
What
years.
about
Fuck
inflation?
off, you prick. It was fucking 10 years ago. I don't know why he slipped into a weird cockney accent halfway through.
Shut up, you prick! You can! You fucking muggy cunt.
Right, so 4-1 DCU, but overall I still prefer the
Obviously.
MCU. I think it's a better thought out, well planned, and more likeable franchise because fuck the DC.
If we'd have got into 6, it would have been Aquaman going up against Avengers Assemble.
Wet 4!
We all know who's winning that.
Wet 4?
We couldn't do it because Mike's not seen it yet.
Because I refuse to watch some fucking shit version of 4 when 4's shit enough.
Yeah, I've watched it twice, unfortunately, and
That's because you're a bad chief though.
yeah, but I don't know if it's probably a chief.
Fucking chief.
I still feel like Aquaman is 2 films in one. They try to do way,
We're not talking about that
way
piece of shit.
too much, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not good. Go see it if you want when it's out.
Go see
somewhere.
it if you're female and you fancy big Jason Momoa. If you're male and you fancy
Big Momoa.
Amber Heard, but if you like
Who doesn't
films,
fancy Amber Heard?
don't watch it because James Wan can only make good Fast and Furious films apparently.
Yeah, he does.
Just for the record, if you're male and you fancy Momoa as well, we
Yeah, you know what I fucking
Yeah.
mean, you fucking
Yeah,
cheese.
we don't discriminate.
Yeah,
Don't discriminate.
you only like that film if you
And
fancy the
also,
2 leads.
if you're a lesbian, and
No,
you
no, if you just fancy-
Heard,
Dickhead.
or if you're anything else.
Like I said, if you fancy any of the leads, you don't need some cunt talking down to you like a fucking hillbilly.
Anyway,
Alan, talk about inflation really quickly.
there you go.
Sit, bro.
Alright, sunshine.
Alan, say something about inflation.
No.
Right.
It's been a great episode. Episode 2 in the bank. Shout out everyone. Like and subscribe. You say some stuff now.
Yeah, all the shit's down there,
In the
or
links.
up there, or wherever Nick's gonna put it.
I'm
I've
put
it
put
over.
there.
Here.
So all the information's there. So,
Bye, guys.
all like, subscribe, share, all that shit.